back to Skippers, presented by Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. Today's segment, 6 must-add prospects for September. Call-ups, MLB rosters are set to expand soon. Jer, we think these 6 players could provide you some fantasy value before the end of the season. Before we get going, what do they have to do?
They gotta like, comment, subscribe.
Absolutely.
And join the Discord.
Talk to the people when you're saying that.
Well, you asked me, so I'm talking to you.
Okay.
But I'm also talking to our viewers.
We're talking to you.
Yes.
Like,
they should join the Discord.
Oh,
it's been
awesome.
Fantastic all year.
It's been so good.
But
if you can't get in the cord, the link never works.
Yes.
We will comment it down below for you. Before we get going as well, Manscaped, it's time to clean up your bush. Nothing you like more than shaving your nuts, isn't that right, Jeremy?
Yep, that's for sure.
Time to clean it up. Promo code BOX, 20% off and free shipping. Get it today, manscaped.com. All right, Jeremy, let's get into it. Your guys.
So changing things up a little, obviously we have 6 must-add prospects. I'm going with Edward Cabrera to start from the Marlins.
Yeah. I mean, he's the only one who's called up so far.
Yes. There are talks about he could potentially be sent down when Rogers comes back up. But Luzardo's been dog shit in that rotation. So I think that Cabrera, if he has a 2-start week coming up, if he pitches decently in those 2 starts, I think they move Luzardo to the pen.
Or something.
Or do something.
He's just not. He's not the same pitcher we saw.
He just needs an offseason to.
I guess. So
he had that weird injury where he broke
playing
his
video games, right?
Like, is that real? Like, is that?
It's got to be real.
How do you physically you're a video game guy? How would you?
You see me at the office here. I slammed the table a couple of times when
I see you slam the table, but he broke it. Pinky makes complete sense.
There you go.
Right? I did not think that was possible.
You shouldn't be slamming the table with your pitching. But we're not talking about Jesus Luzardo
Cabrera, triple-digit fastball.
He didn't really show that much in his start, though. He had like kind of an up and down start. You saw some flashes of it. 3 of his innings, he had double plays to get him out of the inning. So he's kind of lucky, but it was his first start. There was some things to like
Nerves at first start.
For sure.
It'll be interesting what we see, but definitely we're stashing.
Yeah.
Are we all going to say our 3?
You go your 3.
Okay. So
I like your 3 better than my 3.
Okay. We sort of teamed up for this segment. But anyways, Keibert Ruiz, top catching prospect in the MLB.
Nope.
Second.
Yeah.
Is Adley like way ahead of Keibert?
I think so. They're both switch hitting catchers, which is kind of crazy. I think Keibert's a switch hitter. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I see a lot of his highlights as a left-handed.
Adley is, yeah, for sure.
I know Keibert. I see a lot of his highlights as a left-handed hitter because obviously he's just hitting righties. You see way more righties, so a lot of his highlights are left-handed. But goddamn good catching prospect too.
Yes, very good. Obviously, like we talked about, Gray. The Nationals see a lot of potential in Ruiz, and I think they give him a shot. I mean, people are saying I think it's out there that's like 50-50 if they give him a shot in the majors, but I don't see why the Nationals wouldn't bring him up.
They didn't manipulate Josiah Gray's service time, so why would they do it with Keibert here?
Yeah,
right?
And the Dodgers brought him up for a doubleheader, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't affect service time?
I don't know, but I was reading some stuff.
Anyways,
if we could understand service time, we'd have way higher paying jobs.
Yeah, we would probably yes, we wouldn't be here right now. But unfortunately, we just don't understand what it's talking about. There's like 4 different deadlines. Remember we got in a fight about Wander Franco? And it's like, there's a June one. And you're like, no, there's not a June one. And I was like, yeah, there is a June one. And you're like, no, there's not a June one.
Okay. Well, I think I lost that one.
Anyways. No, I'm pretty sure we're all wrong. Oh, that's the problem.
There's a very good chance we're all wrong about service time.
So Ruiz.
He had 4 homers last week, too.
4 homers in minors.
Yeah.
If he gets called up, I mean, fuck. The catcher position sucks in fantasy baseball right now. On Owner's Box, like, there's literally no one. I don't even know who to pick.
Yeah, like Salvador Perez. He's like...
And Buster Posey is like dog shit every second week now. So...
What did we expect, though, from old Buster?
I don't know. I feel like this year has been one of the worst years for catchers.
Yeah, it's got to be every year, man.
I want to actually look at that. Maybe I'll look at it and tweet something, so follow me on Twitter. At Owner's Box Roach. Anyway, so we know he's... Anyone with a catcher who has some upside, I'm stashing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stashing Adley, too. I know Avery's more on the fence that he's not coming up.
I'm not on the we as a podcast are on the fence because I'm on one side of the fence and you're on the other side of the fence.
It's not because I have him in a league, which I do, but I really do think that he's coming up.
I just don't see the need for him to be called up.
So 50-50. Let's just call that, right?
Yeah.
We're a 2-person pod here. One says no, one says yes. Next guy, Bobby Witt. This has kind of been a disappointment. I a lot of people were thinking that he was going to get called up before the year.
Yeah, I was about to say, people thought he was going to make the team.
I stashed him. I drafted him in one of my leagues late. And I was like, oh, yeah, he might get called up. And now it's like, no, Bobby Witt is not coming up. But he should come up, right?
They should give him a chance. I don't see
Casey's
why.
not like...
He should be their starting shortstop next year.
Casey might have a good team next year. They need to fix that rotation, but good position players. Overall good players.
Brad Keller's sleeper this season was...
That's a great pick, Abe.
I don't know if it was a great pick.
At one point, Brad Keller did have the worst ERA, worst expected ERA in the MLB, and Avery had him as a sleeper.
Well, he kept sleeping. Sleepers don't always have to hit, right? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Very true. Bobby Witt, though, let's talk about him. $2.99 AAA. The guy hasn't stopped mashing. So I guess I don't know, like, why hasn't Casey brought him up?
It's probably a service time thing, to be honest.
Which we don't understand.
Which we actually don't understand.
Which we don't understand, so we can't talk about it.
Maybe we need to take a deep dive on service time for a video that 13 people will watch.
Just a service time video?
Yeah.
We might have to.
We should figure it out live, figuring out how service time works.
Yes, I agree. But Bobby Witt, go stash him, please.
He's a goddamn good baseball player.
Yes.
Colleyville High School, Texas. All right, I'll go Vidal Brujan as mine. Obviously, we saw what he could do. See, this is why you'd pick him up, right? It's
I'm
like,
giving that noise, right? I'm gonna.
Yeah, and that's what most people are gonna do, right? They're gonna say, "Oh, we saw him once. It wasn't very, very special,
wasn't
but
very
like
good at all."
Kalnick too, right? He got called up. It was ugly at first, and then he came back and he started to kind of put some things together. He's had a couple good weeks.
Kalnick, everyone thought he was gonna be a god. People were like, "Holy shit!"
His name's Kelnick. Remember?
Kelnick. Kelnick.
Yeah.
Kelnick?
Yeah.
Why the hell is there two E's?
Good question, but we got yelled at before this.
Oh yeah, I did get in trouble in the comment.
Not a good pronunciation podcast either.
No,
numbers,
definitely.
Pronunciations.
Yeah, or else we wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
we talked about
ESPN, baby.
Yeah. Brujan. I just don't know
what he can do.
Where's he gonna play?
That is my one issue with him.
Where?
And this is the
He's gonna be a pinch runner.
This is the only team kind of like in a playoff push too, right? Out of all these 6 prospects, you're not gonna want to make things different for your lineup to put Vidal Brujan in.
I think he gets called up and he's a platoon guy.
Sure. This is stolen bases. Pretty much it is the reason that I like this pick. Seen what he can do. He played his first game. He hit a single, stole a base, scored a run in the first inning. I don't think he's had a good inning since then. But that first inning was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was like, we can see what he can do here. That was fun. But other than that, that's why I'm stashing him.
Okay.
Next, Jose Miranda of the Twins. Listen to these numbers this season. 339 average, 25 homers, 24 doubles, 96 OPS. The Twins are going to want to see what Jose Miranda can do. He is going to be relied upon heavily next year, I think.
Where does he play?
Third base.
Third base. Okay.
He has an advanced approach for a hitter, for a decently young hitter. Power from the right side. There's no real holes in that swing at all. He's a very good player. They're going to rely on him a lot. I think they're just going to want to take a look. They're not in this race. Why don't you bring up some guys for a little bit of time, right?
No, I do agree. Man, the Twins got some really good-looking prospects there. Kriloff. And then who knows about Royce Lewis? A lot of people have been sleeping on him. He was supposed to make his big debut this year.
Yeah.
And obviously tore his ACL. I don't know. I don't want to say something that's completely wrong, but,
But
season-ending injury.
Anyway.
But it wasn't
And
something.
Jordy, our boy.
Yeah, your guy, which we're getting on the pod maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Soon.
It would be a great first podcast with him when he gets called up to the big leagues.
Yes.
And then we make the title what it's like to be called up in the big leagues. Like a day in the life.
Clickbaity.
Yes.
Okay.
You think we can do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
I can talk to Jordy, hopefully. I would love for him to get called up. He pitched decently well. He was hitting 98 in the 7th inning. I had eyeballs on him in his start last night.
On Jordy?
Yeah. I went to school in Wichita, and that's where he plays now, so a lot of my friends go and watch him play. But, he's my guy. You want that Twins team to do well, right?
No, I like the Twins. I don't hate them. Byron Buxton's obviously a fucking injury
Band-Aid,
machine.
yeah.
Band-Aid. But
And finally, a guy I have played baseball against, Seth Beer, first baseman.
best name in the MLB.
Arizona Diamondbacks. I did buy his Clemson college jersey too, and I wear it around pretty much all the time.
So I'll be completely honest.
I got in a bike crash wearing the Seth Beer jersey last year, and I was devastated.
A bike crash?
So here's a story. Okay, I had a couple beverages, right? And I'm riding this bike with my buddy. I can only look straight.
I think I remember the story.
I can only look straight. Someone was playing basketball up on the road. The ball rolls down the driveway, and last I can see it, and because I'm like looking forward. That's the only place I can look. I had a few too many. I was under the influence. Snap on the brakes, try and turn around the ball. The wheel goes sideways, it hits the ball, front flip, tear the back of the Seth Beer jersey. Devastating day.
No. So do you have the Seth Beer? Isn't it here?
No, it's not here.
So when I first saw you wear that jersey, I'll be completely honest, I thought it was fake.
A lot of people think it's fake.
It was a real. I did not think it was a real person. I thought it was just like some sort of joke.
Yeah.
And then like, I was looking at prospect ranking, and I was like, this guy actually exists.
Yeah. He went to Clemson. He skipped his senior year fall and just went to Clemson and won like freshman of the year, I think. That could be a lie, but he was a very good freshman. But the D-backs stink. Christian Walker stinks at first base. He's a 6-something OPS. He should get a look in these 5 weeks. The D-backs need to see what they have as well to move forward. They're going to be a cheap team. They're not going to be looking to add first base free agents, right?
No.
Not in the near future. So left-handed hitting, slugging first baseman. Give this guy a chance. Best name in baseball.
Oh, I like that. I think they'll give him a chance. I'm excited. Hopefully he sees some playing time.
Well, hopefully these prospects pan out too for September.
Let us know in the comments.
Put in your must-add prospects, anyone you think is going to get called up. Manscaped, Lawnmower 4.0, clean up that bush, Jared, right? You know all about that. Code BOX, 20% off, free shipping worldwide. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, join the Cord, and we will see you next time.